Hey there, we've got Chris Hamilton here from SalesTipADay. Hey, Chris, what are your thoughts on cold calling?
John, it's interesting. You know what? I get asked that all the time, quite a bit from people that are signing up for my newsletters on my site. I have an email that goes out that says, "Hey, what do you struggle with?" And most people struggle with finding clients and cold calling is what I find. And so, I've done some research online, taking a look at stuff, trying to figure stuff out. There's a great article that came from Baylor University. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but I'll tell you what they went through. What it was they used some real estate agents from was it Keller Williams, I guess, down in the U.S. And so they took a sample of, it was like 6,400 phone numbers that people could call, and when they got through and actually managed to connect with people, they only connected with people 28% of the time, which actually is very high considering what I thought it would be. I'm sure if you ran that nowadays, it would be much lower. This report was a couple of years old. But the one thing they found was point 0.3. They made appointments with 0.3% of the people that were called. So I mean that's dismal, right? Less than 1% would land as an appointment, and 0.2% they were able to get a referral out of. So, I mean, these numbers show you just how little cold calling works. And I mean, the major reason is because, first of all, up in Canada here, we've got, do not call lists, and I do down in the U.S. as well. I know in probably other places around the world. The other thing, call display. I know if I see phone numbers from outside of my province or area code, I don't even touch them. And I saw an interesting stat from a study that LinkedIn did on calling numbers with an area code that's not in your area code, and it's like 57% of the time people will not even pick it up just because it's a different area code. And then the other thing too, people just don't want to be hassled is really what it comes down to. So it's a disruption. It is horrific, and especially if you're on the other side of it, it's not a fun. It's not fun to pick up the phone and make cold calls. I know it terrifies a lot of people. So there are better ways to do things.
All right, thanks a lot, Chris.
You're welcome, John.